So Kenya here will look to avenge that defeat. Led by John Moonlight. It's not been a brilliant day for Canada, losing to South Africa and to the US of A. They'll look to put it all together here. And Kenya led by Andrew Amonde. Collins Injera, well, he's within 4 tries of that magic 200 tries in his career. So here are the protagonists waiting to come on to the field of play. John Moonlight leads Canada. Andrew Amonde on the right for Kenya. Can Kenya, I wonder, get their first win of the tournament here in Tokyo? Kenyan supporters in a good mood. Maybe in an even better mood if this squad of 12 can take the team to the Cup quarterfinals. Yeah, black armbands worn by the Kenyan squad here this weekend. It's a mark of respect and mourning as well for the 147 students killed in the tragic circumstances at the Garissa University College in northeastern Kenya. Man of the moment, Collins Injera. Got a smack in the face in the opening match against the US of A. Got a boot in the face by the look of it. So here we go then. The last pool match. Pool C. Referee for this one is Anthony Moyes from Australia. It's Kieran Hearn to get the game underway, and I'm joined by former Scotland Sevens captain Scott Hastings, who's enjoyed a good day here on the opening day of the Tokyo tournament. Canada with ball in hand early on through Sean White, evading the clutches of Andrew Amonde initially. Kenyan captain got his man in the end. Kenya on the defensive, Canada on the front foot through Harry Jones. Referee Moyes is playing an advantage to Canada. Now they spread it wide. Connor Traynor now back into contact. Canada still have it through Kieran Hearn driving forward. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Well, it's a brilliant individual effort there from Kieran Hearn.
Yeah, great effort there by Kieran Hearn, but watch John Moonlight, the way that he comes in to support. Moonlight there, right in your picture, he comes in. He gets off his feet, wearing that number 4 jersey. Now watch this. Drives and clears out Kenya's Andrew Amonde, and that allows the reach and for the try to be scored by Kieran Hearn. You might have just caught a little glimpse there. There's Sean Duke, who's acting as the water boy.
Yeah.
He's only played about 10 minutes of rugby we hear in the last month or so.
That's right, he played in the Pacific 15s competition. And just got 10 minutes in Hong Kong. He's been away from home for the last month or so. So the try scorer restarts. 7-0 to Canada. Kenya had a marvellous win over the USA first time out this morning, 27-5. And they came unstuck against South Africa, 26-0. Humphrey Kayenge loses the ball forward. Kieran Hearn quickly on the attack, and could be a second try here. Kieran Hearn steps out. A second try for him. And Kenya, well, they've been shaken by those two quickly taken tries by the Canadian number 10. And Kieran Hearn in no hurry. Well, there's a little bit of time wasting going on here, needlessly.
Yeah, Kieran Hearn, the beneficiary. Tremendous tackle by Adam Zaruba as I think it was Humphrey Kayenge lost possession of the ball. Additional 2 points will be very welcome here. In under the sticks for Harry Jones.
So Kenya have it all to do. Yep, there we are. Scotty.
Adam Zaruba, the beneficiary, and Sean White just fed Kieran Hearn, just direct running. And 2 effective tries for Canada, both converted, see them out into a 14-0 lead.
Straight down the middle then from the two-try scorer, Kieran Hearn. Where's that going to bounce? Into the hands of the Kenyan number 9, Michael Wanjala. Kenya needs some inspiration from somewhere. They get it from their captain, Andrew Amonde. First chance with the ball in hand. Injera shovels it out to a brother, Humphrey Kayenge. Does well to stay on the field of play there and set it up again. Kenya will get the advantage of a penalty, quickly taken by Injera, bobbling here, there and everywhere in midfield. Mugaisi to Amonde once more. Mugaisi, oh, lovely work. Spins on his heels and away he goes, and Kenya will claw one back here. Tremendous work by Leonard Mugaisi.
Yeah, Mugaisi in under the sticks, and that was a lovely try, wasn't it? The way he stepped back and then he backed himself on the sprint to the line. Some cracking tries here. If you're into your tweeting, why don't you tweet us about @WorldRugby7s. Lovely try by Mugaisi. Picks the ball up here. Look at this. This is Mugaisi. Recycled himself there and split John Moonlight and Kieran Hearn asunder. Sean White left for dead as well.
Yeah, Mugaisi from the Homeboys RFC, and no doubt the supporters of the Homeboys will be pleased with that one. Interesting concept. The Homeboys, established in 2009, the team was set up to give overlooked players a chance to prove themselves and come to the forefront, and this is what I like, to sit at the table of champions. There's a champion effort from Leonard Mugaisi. Powerful drive there from Adam Saruda. It's advantage Kenya though. Recovered by Wanjala, the shove coming in, yeah, illegally done. Try scorer, Mugaisi, not the biggest of players.
Inside you.
Yamba, the speedster. Canada will know everything about him. It's another penalty. Playing into the hands of the Kenyans here. Injera. Out it goes. One more pass. It could well bring another try. Good effort from Busham-Wale. And another Homeboys representative. Almost to the Canadian try line. It's turning a bit of an arm wrestle, and the captain, John Moonlight, has it.
Oh, brilliant tackle by John Moonlight. Effected the turnover so well. His pop-up time was so good. He made the tackle on Kenya's Leonard Mugaisi as he went for the line. Got up on his feet again, recycled himself, pinched the ball, turnover. How important a steal was that for this Canadian team?
Saved what looked like a certain try for Kenya. 14-5.
Kenya just came back down that short channel. No need to do that. They could have spread that Canadian defence, pulled that Canadian defence wider. They've got enough pace on the outside channels.
Up on the 50-metre line there for Kenya. There's Busham-Wale waiting for the run from the narrow side. Kenya over in number. Well, that's dangerous. That is dangerous from the captain, Andrew Amonde.
Very dangerous tackle.
Yeah, very dangerous, as referee Moyes, a yellow card.
Yeah, he knew his recklessness the minute he came in with his tackle. Look at the high arm. Just overread. He knew straight away. Hands went up in the air, but it was reckless, and that referee Anthony Moyes absolutely correct in issuing a yellow card. And well, the power play in the favour of the Canadians right on the half-time mark. Interesting to see if Canada will go for it. This is always the debate we have. Wyn Griffith in the commentary box, isn't it? Do players go out there and score tries? Be positive.
Well, it's a chance, isn't it? There goes the hooter. We saw Wales earlier on today spurn an opportunity when they were in a similar position. But they kicked it out. Canada, oh, they're going for the score, and could be the killer blow if they can get that score before the break and before Anthony Moyes calls time at the end of the first half. Stretching the Kenyan defence here, 7 against 6. Great tackle there from Billy Odhiambo. And Kenya are there in numbers. They may well have turned it over. Yes, they have. Injera with a kick. He knows he's got the pace, but the bounce doesn't favour the speedster. Looking for 200 tries, looking to cross that milestone here in Tokyo. Kenya backed around the defensive is Humphrey Kayenge. Can he catch the Canadian Justin Douglas? Yes, he can. It's all hands to the pump here now for Kenya. Can ill afford to give away another try here. Ball gone forward, so referee Anthony Noyes will call time. So Kenya have done well. 14-5 then, 9 points the difference at half-time. Can Kenya progress through to the Cup quarter-finals? That is the question, and that'll be answered in the second half.
Okay. If we get a scrum within the next minute and a half, right, we go straight W, they're a man down. Okay?
For 15 more seconds.
He's coming up 5.
15, we just got the official.
Okay. So if he's off, we go scrum, we go W. Okay. If it's a liner, go
We
back
have a
to
lot of ball, but we're not using it. Let's play for each other. Off the tackles, we say the tackles must stick. Sawa, let's make these 7 minutes the best 7 minutes of our lives. Sawa, stick to structure. I don't see anyone's head going down. It's not the time for the head to going down. Sawa, we are kicking off. All right? We play into the half, we get that ball. We do not give away easy penalties. Sawa. Remember, it's a watcher, yeah? Because we're still 6. Sawa, look into each, look inside, deep inside, eh? We know we haven't done anything in that half. Sawa, fight. Fight. Naangalia macho zenyu, hakuna kitu tumefanya hiyo game. Hii ndio chance, 7 minutes. 7 minutes, Mugaisi. Tumetrain. Trust, guys, trust. Sawa, Kenya 2. Guys, tuko. 1, 2.
Earnest stuff there from Felix Totti Ochieng, the Kenyan coach. Make this the best 7 minutes of your lives.
Yeah, he's brought in a little bit of simplicity, but also, I think, a bit of honesty amongst his players. He's asking for the commitment there. And for Canada, well, Liam Middleton, their new coach, Zimbabwe-born, just starting to make his impact on this particular Canadian team. And as you heard, he was asking score in the next 15 seconds because, of course, Kenya are a player down.
So Mugaisi changes the direction of the intended kick. High tackle. Penalised, and Captain Amonde still in the sin bin for another 20 seconds or so. And it could well come down to mathematics at the end of this game. 40-5, that's Kenya's lead. Canada's lead, my mistake. So the scrum has arrived, but it's a scrum for Kenya, not Canada, as Simon Middleton would have hoped for. Unless they can shove the Kenyans off the ball here.
Kenya were just looking towards the halfway line where Andrew Amonde is sitting on the bench. He'll come off in the next play to strengthen Kenyan's ranks.
Yeah, there he is off the bench now, just stretching himself in readiness to come back on. This is better from Kenya. Driving hard and low, they'll get the penalty. So they've weathered the storm. And Injera looks to the sidelines and he'll see his captain, Andrew Amonde, come back on. And that will give them confidence and inspiration. So 2 scores adrift. While it leaves it for Injera. Mugaisi. He's got some gas as Mugaisi over the Canadian 10-metre line, not held. It's there for Dan Sikuta, the replacement. This is better, Injera. Not the best of passes from the veteran speedster. Amonde wants to atone for that earlier mistake. Wale digs it out. But Injera. Oh, this is good from Dan Sikuta. Slowly but surely, Kenya moving upfield. That's the 22-metre line of Canada in the background. Shoveling it out now then. Kenya have men over here. Injera delays the pass to Omonde. Oh, it's bounced into the hands of a Canadian player, and away they come, and this could well seal it for them. Justin Douglas is away and in under the posts for a third try when it looked as if Kenya were going to get back into this match. Cruel luck for Kenya.
Yeah, I was counting up the passes there when we get the stats delivered by our colleagues Hourglass, and they were going 21, 22, 23. They got up to 24 passes completed, Kenya, across this tie, but they spilled possession. And Justin Douglas, well, the minute he got the ball, it was wide open. Pereri there. And just a little bit lazy here. The loose pass there ricochets. I think it was off the feet of Collins and Gira. And Douglas, well, he had a sprint to the line. And surely that will see out the tie.
Conversion successful, 21 points to 5. It's getting interesting. 3.5 minutes remaining. This time we've seen Kenya fight back. In previous years, certainly, when it looked as if all was lost. Injera just about manages to keep the ball in play, but it's again snapped up by Canada, and they have the numbers. The long floated pass out to John Moonlight to use his strength. Well tackled though by Mwale. Harry Jones. And Canada far more efficient at the breakdown, securing and retaining possession. Zaruba stands up in the tackle, now goes to ground, sets it up again for Kieran Hearn. Over goes Connor Traynor. That's it, signed, sealed and delivered.
Well, Canada at last going to get a victory on day one in the Tokyo tournament. Good use of space, Connor Traynor. Look at the way he backed himself up. He recycled himself. And once they took the physical contact, it was just a matter of getting the ball back. Connor Traynor, you see how he looked there? He knew where the line was. The advantage was being played.
And that score could well put Canada into the Cup quarterfinals. Kenya have one win, the USA have one win. But as the Canadians rattle up the scores, 21 points the difference. And the points difference against Kenya certainly is 25. Well, that could well place them out of the Cup competition. So Canada look as if they are going to march on to the Cup quarterfinals for the first time this season. Kenya had such high hopes, but those hopes have been dashed by a very efficient outfit in Canada. They're coming good at the end of the first day here. 29-7 was their loss against South Africa, 22-14 against the USA, their near neighbours. They're looking good value here though for their victory. Fresh legs. And still Canada come looking for another score. Hearn, 2 tries in the first half, 2 quick tries early on in that first half, set Canada on the way. Clock ticks down, ball didn't go forward, says Anthony Moyes. Mike fully fouled. Replacement runs out of space on the near side. Kenya desperately looking to get the ball in their hands to put them back in a position to qualify. They need a score. They need a try in the time that remains, and then we'll get the calculators out.
Yeah, Kenya have just not had enough ball. Canada have dominated the second half. It was what Liam Middleton was asking for. They didn't quite score a try when Kenya had Andrew Amonde in the bin, but they've commanded the rugby football.
So Amonde needs, Kenya need a solid run from him. And where is Collins Injera when you need him? The speedster. Oh, here is the breakthrough. Mugaissi's away, and this could make all the difference for Kenya. Marvellous try right at the death here. And have Canada been thwarted? There goes the hooter. Well, they just about managed to win the line out initially.
Yeah, it was a good wide pass. Mugaisi then steps back. I was once taught if you come back against a defence, always go out, because that means you can stretch it, and Mugaisi did exactly that. Lovely, graceful running from the Kenyan.
Well, it could get him down to the kick. 26-10. No, the kick is missed. So it's a nail-biting time here for Kenya. Canada have won by 26-10. And everybody looking at the statistics here. Canada with their first win of the day. So it's one win apiece for the USA, Kenya and Canada. And that's how it's going to look then. Canada will go through. They've denied Kenya and will join South Africa in the Cup quarter-finals.